We are back in 1995, continuing our look at the Ghost Rider toy line by Toy Biz. Last year, during the return of the 4 weeks of Halloween, we took a look at Johnny Blaze, the original Ghost Rider. Today, we'll be taking a look at Danny Ketch, aka Ghost Rider 2, here on Creed's Collection. Welcome back, foolish mortals, to another episode of Creed's Collection and the 5 weeks of Halloween. I am your host, Creed, and today we are taking a look at Ghost Rider 2 from the 1995 Ghost Rider toy line by Toy Biz. As you can see, I have Ghost Rider 2 here in the box, and he includes accessories that allow him to transform into Ghost Rider, including some nice spiked bracelets. And let's not forget the most important feature, flame glow details. Here on the back of the package, you can see Danny's file card along with some instructions on how to set up the figure and other figures and accessories in the line. But now it's time to slice this package open and get into the guts of this video. After all, he's only waited 27 years to be opened. Alright, let's just go ahead and get him off the tray. Danny Ketch, native of Brooklyn, New York, and his sister, Barbara, were brutally attacked by gangsters late one night. With his sister grievously wounded, Danny fled to a nearby junkyard where he found a motorcycle with a mystical sigil. Upon touching the sigil, Danny is transformed into Ghost Rider, the Spirit of Vengeance. While Danny is able to defeat the gangsters, he is sadly unable to save his sister, and from then on he champions the innocent with his newfound dark powers. And now that we know a bit more about Ghost Rider 2, let's take a closer look. I must admit, as a figure, Danny Ketch is pretty boring looking. His head sculpt really reminds me of the Spider-Man, the animated series version of Alistair Smythe, especially with this squared off jaw, angry expression, and mullet haircut. His upper body is supposed to be in a leather jacket as far as I can tell, because you can see some buckles here on the front on either side of the stomach. There's also a belt detail here on the front of the jacket, which he has buckled up, and a belt on the pants, as well as other details like wrinkles and a zipper. Here on his wrists, you can see the line where he's wearing gloves that match his jacket, and his riding boots also match, and you can see that there are chains down here at the bottom, which is a nice little bit of detail. There isn't too much happening on the back of the figure, so we're just going to go right into the articulation. Here at the knee, we have a 90-degree bend, and the hip on these figures is pretty interesting because it can swivel forward and back, but also up into a high split. This is because the figure is designed to sit on a motorcycle like so. The next point is here at the shoulder, and it can go up around full 360 if you like. The elbow has a 90-degree bend, and the wrist can also swivel 360 so that it can hold the throttle and handles of a motorcycle. Last but not least, of course, the head can turn left and right, and that is it. That covers all 11 points of articulation for Ghost Rider 2. Alright, it's accessory time. We're going to transform Danny into Ghost Rider 2. So these go on his ankles, and then you slide them up to be on the top of his boots. So you have the hole right here, and that is actually how you pop them on. You just clip them onto his ankle, and then they slide up, and they kind of click right into place. We'll go ahead and put the other one on, and there you go. He is already looking way cooler with those on him. His next two accessories are his bracelets, which work exactly like the ones on his boots. You just take them and clip them on over his arms, and there you go. Now he has massive spiked bracelets on, and once again, exponentially cooler looking with these accessories. Next up, we have Ghost Rider's head, which of course is a flaming skull. And as you can see, there is a slot here on the bottom to pop down on top of the figure, and the head is articulated so it can still look left and right. And how you put it in is his head actually goes inside of his body. This is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, but you pop it down in like so, and then you take this piece and it snaps down on top, and we are now 3/4 of the way through the transformation. The last accessory is this Spectral glowing chain. It is designed to wrap around the character's upper body, and it looks pretty good, and I feel like it really completes the look, and Danny Ketch has now transformed completely into Ghost Rider 2. Who the hell are you supposed to be? I'm Ghost Rider 2. What? No, you're not. I'm already Ghost Rider. You can't be Ghost Rider 2. No, Ghost Rider 2 as in the second Ghost Rider. Nope, that's stupid. Uh-huh. Well, what do you suggest? How about Ghost Rider Jr.? No. Baby Ghost Rider. That's even worse. Forget it. No, wait, I got it. Little Ghosty. Little Ghosty. That actually works for me. The Adventures of Ghost Rider and Little Ghosty. Anyway, here is a better look at the figure fully transformed, which I'm sure we can all agree is the main event. No offense to the Danny Ketch version of the figure, but why would you ever display it like that when it can look like this? I guess I need to track down a couple of the motorcycles now so they have something to sit on. And in case you're wondering what the figure looks like when it glows in the dark, boom! Man, glow-in-the-dark features never get old. There is an included mini-comic with Ghost Rider, and as you can see, even though it isn't very big, the art is excellent and really vibrant. While mini-comics were never really necessary, I have to say that they were a pretty cool accessory back in the day because they would help flesh out the character and provide a little extra lore to kick off your imagination. Ghost Rider 2's copyright information is located on the bottom of his feet, 1995 Marvel Toy Biz, made in China. Here's a quick look at Danny Ketch's small file card. If you'd like to read it, pause now. And now for our He-Man size comparison. As you can see, Ghost Rider 2 is almost exactly the same size as this Master of the Universe, and he is definitely giving him Scareglow vibes. And here is a Ghost Rider 2 size comparison. They're pretty much exactly the same figure, but the detachable head on Ghost Rider 2 gives him a little bit of extra height. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy retrospective on Ghost Rider 2 from the 1995 Ghost Rider toy line by Toy Biz. And with that, the third episode of the 5 weeks of Halloween has come to an end. 2 more episodes remain, with one on Halloween night, October 31st. I hope you're enjoying the spooky content, and if you are, please leave a thumbs up, and if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would certainly appreciate it and would help my channel grow. I release a retrospective on a toy from my vintage collection on Wednesdays, so hope to see you next week and every week after, here on KREED'S Collection.